Hello and welcome to the Velvet Revolution. This is a surprise recording because Dave just pressed record and there you go. So, little bit of a shock there. We were just warming up and now we're in it. So, welcome. And it's now episode 42, The Meaning of Life. So, I feel like we're really hitting some milestones here. And I believe today is the letter P. So those of you that are into emotions beginning with P, hang on tight because it's all going to be for you. Um, so I'm joined by my good friend Dave Noble, and my name is Ben Rice. Welcome, Dave. How you doing?
I'm right. You just as it started to roll, I felt like you was about to say something with urgency to me, and then you couldn't. Do you need to just? Yeah, I don't know how you can do it now, but anyway, I hope you can. That can wait.
Yeah, it can wait.
Excuse me. The meaning of life. I know,
Uh,
what did you?
uh,
Why did you say the meaning of life?
have you ever read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
I remember, wasn't there a TV show of
Yeah.
that thing? And it had a plant that went Gronda Gronda or something, and it
No, that's the adventure game you're thinking of.
oh, and it had a grid. I've just remembered about that. That was
Mm.
really
With
old
the
school.
drachmas or drop, yeah,
Yeah,
collected those plastic discs. No,
crypto, like Bitcoin, wasn't
yeah, it's
it?
early version of Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Douglas Adams, one of the greatest books ever written.
Mm.
And they are searching for the meaning of life, the meaning of the universe. And there's like, yeah, it goes on and on, these different adventures. And they finally get to the end of the universe. And the meaning is level 42, which is where the band got their name from.
Ah, I didn't know that.
And yeah, and it's literally they get there and it's like it's level 42, and they're like, "Is that it?" And it's like, yeah, it's kind of yeah, it's the whole book is very, it's just very funny and very good book.
The
They've
meaning
never
of
really
life.
the films and TV series are good, but yeah, the book is just next level.
So that's what you mean by the meaning of life. You get to the end and you're like, oh,
Yeah,
is that it?
yeah.
Is it
So yeah,
it's been shortchanged.
yeah. So we're at 42, and is that it?
Oh, do you feel like that?
Do I feel like that?
Yeah.
No. I'm beyond 42, and it feels like there's more meaning every day. So
Yeah, it'd be a shame if that was, the meaning of life was get to level 42 and just go, oh, so
yeah,
yeah, hmm, I don't know. Anyway,
but it was like that was the whole send up, was it? They got to a room full of like men in white coats, and they've been doing all these sums, and the answer was 42, and it's just like, oh, so it's almost, yeah. I think it's a parody of the fact that, yeah, no one really knows. So,
yeah,
and we shouldn't
it,
trust men in white coats.
there's a lot of that going on.
Yeah,
So I'm just going to do a quick body scan, not body scan. I've already done that this morning.
head scan.
Yeah, where am I at? Okay, where am I at? So I feel alive.
Mm.
I feel alive, yeah.
In
I
a
feel
Pearl Jam kind of way. Is that what's happening in your head?
I feel like there is some jam content in my head.
Okay.
Um, Marmalade.
Marmalade. Okay.
Mm,
So it's more Paddington Bear than it is Eddie Vedder. That's what you're saying.
possibly. Got the swagger of a bear.
In a duffel coat.
Yes. So I've got the feeling at the moment. I've got the feeling. Got the feeling. Do you know the
Right.
feeling?
Explain which feeling this is, and
Anyone at home, have you got the feeling? Okay, the feeling that I am trying to articulate and describe, what is it? It's a feeling that I get that I am aware of. And anyone at home listening, maybe you will relate in your own way to what I'm describing. I get this feeling that something really amazing's about to happen. All right. I'm aware of this feeling.
Okay.
All right. Where does it sit in my being? It's just a fizz. It's like a, it's like a vibration
Mm-hmm.
in my body,
Okay.
and in my brain. It's not like my body's literally vibrating, you know.
Well, I mean, I'm just testifying to anyone that's listening at the moment. David's shimmering on the video. I mean,
Um,
it looks like he's about to transport to a different universe.
but look, you know when you're really excited about something.
Yeah.
When was the last time you was really excited about something?
Oh, really excited.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a very good question. I'm just trying to think. I haven't felt that.
Oh man, come on, Mr. Rice.
Oh,
You need
I'm.
more. You need more in your
Yeah, I
life.
do. I
You need
really
more.
do. Thinking about. I mean, like going to see Daft Punk at Hyde Park. I mean, I was properly excited
Are
then.
you?
No, when it happened years
Oh.
ago. That's.
And
I'm
so,
just trying to.
hang on.
Yeah,
1995.
Stone Roses.
Hang on. When
Stone Roses. Any of their
at
uh,
Spike Island.
Heaton Park. I could have gone to Spike Island. I've never let my dad forget that.
Oh.
Oh, he had passes, but we had a holiday in France booked, and he told me whilst we were on holiday in France after it
Oh.
happened. Otherwise, I would have hitchhiked back. And yeah,
You could have joined that Exodus like in the film.
yeah, yeah.
Um, Come on. There's got to be like this year.
I'm just trying to think of a time where I was really excited, and I can't. I really can't, which is
Oh,
sad.
Ben.
When was the last time you were really excited about something?
What now?
What?
Right
Because we.
now.
Oh, okay.
I
Because of this
feel,
fizzy feeling, or because
yeah, yeah, yeah,
or because we're recording a
yeah.
podcast. Do you feel like
It,
this every Sunday? I'm really so sorry. Should I?
no, it's a feeling that I, I get it, right? Sometimes you need an awe in, we've talked about this before, haven't we?
Mm.
Like, go to A, anyone that's just joined us and not familiar with this, what we're doing, go to A, awe, right? And sometimes, and I think we covered joy,
Yep.
right? So when you go to see your favorite band or you're excited and you're going to generate that fizz, right? That excitement, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and anyone listening, you've got your own version of, whatever that whatever evokes that feeling. And it's like an aliveness, like the joy of life, the joy of being alive, the joy of existence, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, but of course I get that too. But I also have this, I'm aware of this feeling, which is not too dissimilar to that feeling.
Okay.
It's a similar thing. Um, Maybe it's just got a different serial number. I don't know. Uh, to how I can feel like that without having to have something to evoke it. Does
Right. Okay.
that make sense?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just it's like a, a state of being.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you are depressed, some people need something to make them depressed, but then some people just are depressed.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a state of being. It's like this,
Yeah.
this their default setting, right?
Yeah.
Now, I say you can, of course, latch onto that one all day long. I know I have
Mm-hmm.
done, but you can also latch on to what I'm describing, a state of being excited about something that's about to happen, and you're not even sure what it is that's about to happen. There's no
Yeah.
reason to actually like. I've not got any. I'm not going to see Stone Roses at Spike Island next week. I'm not going to see Daft Punk in Hyde Park in
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks.
You're just feeling
I'm
excited.
just feeling fizzy.
Okay.
All right. And that I believe that is the meaning of life. No, I believe that is a way of doing it, of course,
Yeah.
right? And it's obviously you've got to do certain things in your life to sort of cultivate that sense that something magical is about to happen. Now, I used to have, on the flip side, a very clear sense that something really dodgy was about to happen all the time. Yeah. So if I can be in that state of being, why can't I be in a state of something really amazing is about to happen? Yin yang,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's perspective. It always comes down to perspective. So that's how I feel.
Okay.
And um and it's a really beautiful place because from that place, that's where your dreams come true.
Okay.
Now, anyone that's into their manifestation will probably have been told that, but might not have the evidence that it's real, and they poo-poo it and go, it's bullshit. Well, yeah, because if you're not feeling like something amazing is about to happen, nothing amazing is probably gonna happen, you know, to you,
Mm-hmm.
you know, for you. You don't deserve it. Santa Claus is not going to gift you. Am I just talking shizer?
No, I mean, what it's made me feel is that I
I'm going
haven't
to do
had,
an ep I'm going to do an ep without swearing as well, by the way.
well, this episode,
Yeah, that's why I used the word shizer. Go on, continue. Sorry, I
but
interrupted
you
you.
have already sworn before that.
Well, starting now.
Oh, okay.
When
Um,
when did I swear?
you just said BS.
Did I? Oh,
Yeah.
I think I have emotional blackouts when I swear.
Yeah. What it's made me think is that I haven't had a. I'm thinking of times where I felt really excited about experiences and things that are going to happen, and I feel like I've been lacking those in recent times. My life has been very sedate. I've kept it at a very regulated level, which means that I haven't had those experiences, and it makes me feel like I should be reaching out for them more.
Oh, well done for acknowledging it. Now go and freaking well do it. Got to cultivate it. We already did an episode around gardening. Do you remember?
Yes, yeah, I do remember your gardening episode. Yeah,
Yeah, you need to put your wellies on, mate.
yeah, get out in the mud.
Yeah, you need to sprinkle some seeds
Mm-hmm.
and water
Yeah, I'll go and do that. Right, I'll see you later.
them. We've just done an ep on
Yeah,
what was that one we just covered? Anyway, that's how I'm feeling. And I watched Moonraker last night.
oh, that's why you're feeling excited.
Roger Moore.
Yeah,
I love Roger Moore. I would not. I'm starting to buy a collection of old school sort of films, 70s films. I'm really into 70s films in a minute.
yep,
Just love the way they're filmed, Panavision, is it?
yeah,
Panavision? Yeah, all that sort of gear. And I just think they're just what I like about them is if someone gets shot in a film in those sort of films, it's theatre, it's theatrical. It's not realistic. It's not meant to look really shock horror, unless it's a horror film you're watching. But even then, it's theatrical. It's
mm-hmm.
not the focus isn't on trying to make it look menacing and it's more like part of the background. Does that make sense what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's not like and that's why I don't like watching violence in modern stuff because it's just too gore porn for my liking, you know what I
mm-hmm.
mean? So and that's what I like about sort of these sort of films. I watched Moonraker and yeah, Roger Moore strutting it in his Gucci flares. I
Nice.
don't even know if Gucci was a thing back then.
I no, I don't know. Yeah,
They're
it
probably,
was.
they're probably Farrah's or something.
That's the one where Jaws has a girlfriend, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
and he's really beautiful because he's like, such a menacing. He's like, he's got the gold. He's got them grills. He's the
yeah,
first OG, wasn't he?
yeah, yeah.
To wear grills, and way before Goldie,
Yep.
yeah, and he fell in love with the old pigtail girl. Yeah,
Mm,
it's quite beautiful, really.
yeah.
Quite poetic. But I watched that and the storyline. Have you seen it recently?
Not for you. No, I haven't.
It reminded me, and I'll finish on this. It reminded me of, I'm always banging on about everyone just go away, go to Mars
Yep.
with your
Oh
tech
yeah,
and
you are not swearing. Well done.
yeah, with all your tech and
Yeah, yeah.
all your ego, narcissist behavior. Go to Mars. Well, in Moonraker,
Mm-hmm.
they don't go to Mars. It's only about approximately 100 miles from the Earth, right? Yeah, it's not that far into space, but they're in space. And there's a space station. That's why Bond has to go up there to save the world from this
Mm-hmm.
megalomaniac. Is that the right term?
Mm-hmm.
Narcissist?
Yeah.
Same thing, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Billionaire.
Yeah.
It's a billionaire. Drax, his name is in
Yeah.
I'm talking about fiction here,
Yep.
right? Art.
Art mirroring life.
Yeah, right. So Drax, 1978 this was made.
Mm-hmm.
Drax the bad man with the goatee beard.
Yep.
Looked a little bit like Matt Berry, actually, weirdly. The Bond baddie. I don't know why I said that. Anyway, and he goes off. He's got a space station up there, and what he's done, this baddie, is he's decided that Earth is bad and that everyone on it is bad and they're a pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
And he needs to get all of the finest specimens of humans that he can get his hands on,
Right.
send them up to the space station to procreate and have beautiful babies, right? And then he's going to blow up the planet, not blow up the planet, but wipe everyone out with this sort of like anthrax kind of gas, horrible stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Going to wipe the population out and then send his, beautiful people back down to make a really cool new population that he wants,
Right, okay.
right? That's the storyline. My
Yep.
my my interpretation of the storyline. And
He's
I
like a
did,
sort of Nazi Noah's Ark kind of thing then.
yeah, and it just there was a few similarities to what sort of feels like it's been playing out. Plus, what I've been suggesting with everyone just buggering off to Mars.
Right, okay.
You know, I
Yeah.
was just watching, it going, oh my God, this is 1978, and there's a lot of mirrors to modern day behavior.
Mm.
We're all trying to be perfect, and and trying to wipe a lot of stuff out, rub it out and just replace it with all the good stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm boring myself now. So over to you, Mr. Rice.
uh, how am I? I'm good. Yeah, I went I went into town yesterday for the first time in a while. Had a nice walk around, bought myself a few nice things in the sales. Uh yeah, had a really nice day just chilling and then and met up with some people. Saw someone I hadn't seen for a while, which was really lovely. And yeah, I feel like at the moment I'm sort of on survival mode. Weirdly, it's like when you asked about the excitement thing, I was kind of thinking, I feel like I'm doing what I need to do to get by, and yeah, I'm not doing anything extra. And I think that's yesterday was a little bit extra. Yesterday was me, excuse me, putting myself out there a bit and going and doing something for me. So, yeah, I think you have inadvertently triggered some of me thinking I need to put my boots on and go out a bit more because I've been a bit hermetic. Um, so yeah,
Time of year though.
yeah, it is that time of year.
It's okay to just be in the cave and replenish.
Yeah, Yeah, we're only 1 week away though from January finishing, and then and then February starts and everything. I think the year really starts in February. So we'll see what happens. See what happens. But yeah, I'm my I think the other thing is that yeah, I'm doing this. I'm really on this health kick. So that's going well, and I'm feeling much better, and I'm feeling much healthier.
How's the PT?
PT is good. Yeah, we went to that on Monday. I'm trying to take that a bit easy because I'm trying to focus on the diet at the moment. I want to get the diet right, and then I'll start moving in some physical exercise as well.
I remember you saying, yeah,
So yeah, it's small steps, and I think that's what I'm trying to build up to this year. Is rather than do it all at once in January and then suddenly
sack it all off.
go bust in February. I'm trying to
Mm.
trying to build it up. So yeah, my weight's coming down, my bloods are coming down. Well, my bloods have just stabilized. They've gone back to normal, which is crazy. And I've started weaning myself off the medication now.
So you're in full remission, well, not full remission, but you're doing a detox,
Yeah,
what do you call it? A diabetic detox in a way.
yeah.
Yeah.
Blood sugars are they've actually gone too low, I would say.
Really?
Yeah, so hence the fact I've like, right, I probably don't need the medication or as much medication.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to take less medication. But yeah, I think a normal blood level should be between 4 and 6. But if you're a diabetic, it should be between 5 and 7. And like this morning, I was 4.6.
There we go.
So yeah, I'm back well in the normal range. And yeah, and I'm just trying to maintain that. And it's
All right. Well, there
yeah,
you go. It's just evidence, right? For me, I believe you. You know, you got no reason to hoodwink us into what you're saying, I believe, is very legitimate. And it just shows to me what I already know about myself. And I see it in other people. And you're just giving me more evidence that we can self-regulate, self-heal. Our
yep,
body is incredible. We
hmm,
have the tools. We don't have to always look outside of ourselves to try and regulate how we operate physically, mentally, emotionally.
yeah,
We have incredible incredible um, um, operating systems. We've
mm,
just got to connect to them and get in a natural rhythm and flow, um, etc., etc., etc. That's my words. You know, there's probably more traditional words that someone would use, but that's how I interpret what is required to do what you've just done.
mm. And what it's saying to me is that we live in excess. We live with too much, and as human beings, I think we're kind of designed to do that. As in, we live in the Western world, and there's a lot of stuff we can access and consume, and I think we have a predisposition to consume.
Mm,
So I know that I do. I don't really have an off switch. So unless I set myself some rules and some boundaries, I
yeah.
will consume everything that's in front of me. The I work. I can't just have two peanut M and M's. I will eat the whole bag. So it's it is something that I know if I don't put that boundary in for me, and at the moment, I'm eating very little, and it's also very easy what I'm doing because there's a set routine to it, and that, like, you eat this now, and then
What?
I'm eating the same thing every day, and it's just like,
Mm.
okay. So there's a monotony to it, which I wonder when you ask about excitement. There's a little bit of monotony to it.
What?
And,
Eating peanut M&Ms?
well, no, not eating peanut M&Ms, eating what I'm eating, which is,
Brussels
I'm
sprouts.
no, eating
What?
like these protein shakes. So,
I just got an image of you with like a big bag of Brussels sprouts, and
oh,
you're eating Brussels sprouts like you would pop the peanuts,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Do you eat Brussels sprouts?
I love Brussels sprouts.
Do you? Do you
Yeah,
eat them like? Could you eat them like peanut M&Ms?
I might do. That might be the future for me.
Let's see how we get on with that. I'd like to
Yeah.
record that. See how you get on. Just consume a whole
Which
Um,
which film is it where Paul Newman eats all the eggs? Is it Cool Hand Luke?
I have no idea what you're
Yeah, I
talking
think he's
about.
in prison and he eats all these eggs. He has like some, yeah, like
Uh,
boiled eggs. Maybe we could
What?
do that with Brussels sprouts.
Why does he do that? Why?
I don't know. It's just one of those iconic scenes that I've never actually seen the whole film. So
And do they capture the outcome to that?
um,
Like the aftermath?
I don't again I don't know. We
I,
need to
c-
do some research there.
that
There you
can't
go.
end
That's
well.
your research homework.
Okay. I wouldn't want to be his cellmate. I would
No.
not want to be sleeping in his cell. Why am I saying cell? Was that a prison film?
Yeah. It's definitely. I think it's a
Oh,
prison film.
okay. Yeah, so can you just do that? Could you just bosh a bag of Brussels? I'm talking like maybe 100 Brussels in one sitting and
Uh,
and document what happens. Maybe come on here in the next maybe you do it the day before we record and we can talk through it.
yeah. Okay. I mean, for your love of 70s films, it's 67, the Cool Hand Luke. So,
Yeah,
you could,
might
you,
squeeze in. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Well,
He's a man that doesn't conform. He'll be right. You'll love him.
yeah, yeah. I've never seen it.
No, I haven't.
I need to check it out. So other than all of that, what you just checked in with,
Yeah.
are you feeling okay?
Yeah. I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling a little bit like, yeah. The next step is I'm waiting for the next steps, if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Mm,
I'm in limbo. I can feel there's a shift coming. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's my shimmer is that I'm waiting for something and I'm not still not quite sure what it is.
oh God, I was living my life in that space for years.
Yeah.
Don't want to scare you, but
I'm
what?
I'm in limbo. I'm waiting for the portal to open and for me
Okay.
to be transported to the next place.
Is it an uncertainty or is it just like, I'm just not sure, but that's okay. I'm just gonna continue as is because it's okay not to know.
Yeah.
And I'm open to whatever's gonna come in.
Yeah, there's an openness there. I am definitely treading water at this moment in time. It feels like but I'm building as well.
Well, maybe it's better to be treading water than to be rowing in the wrong direction, eh?
Yeah, I'm definitely not going in the wrong direction, but I'm not sure which direction I'm going to next.
You're just like in a boat with one oar going round and round and round. And
Yeah.
there's holes in the boat and there's
No,
water.
there's
Uh,
nothing. No, there's
I'm
no
jo
holes.
I'm
There's no
joking.
holes.
I'm
No,
joking. I'm
there's
joking.
no sharks or anything. There's probably some dolphins around. It's okay. It's pleasant, but yeah, it's not taking me to the treasure island.
Oh, where all the gold is.
Yeah.
All the pirates are hanging out drinking rum.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Well, look, I feel excited for your shimmeringness. Shall we get into it?
Let's do it.
So it's your turn to pick
It is, and we're on the letter P
for penguin.
for penguin.
What's your favorite color?
Penguin.
Yeah.
What's my favorite color? Penguin.
Yeah.
What?
Well, it came in red, green,
Oh, I'm
blue.
thinking. Yeah, I'm thinking they're black and white. It's like I don't know. There's different types of penguins that are different colors.
And do you think they were different flavor? For anyone that's unsure, just look up chocolate biscuit penguins.
I don't
There,
think they
there
tasted.
are,
They didn't taste different.
no,
No.
it's all in my head.
Yeah.
Okay. I was always convinced that there was a certain color. I can't remember what color was my favorite, and I'd always try and get that one because it tasted better than the other ones.
And would you ever fight with your brother over that color?
I don't know, bro. You need to let me know about that. I can't recall any um,
Was there no
disharmony over
over
scrap
penguins?
scrapping over penguins.
Was there no? Was it you were amicable brothers? Did you never fight?
I think we got on really well. Yeah, we always used to hang out and play a lot of sport together. Like we used to play tennis, kick footballs about. We used to do a lot together growing up, I think. He's my
Mm.
big bro, and but then I like any brothers, I think, yeah, definitely. I know I used to antagonize him a lot because I was the little bro and
Hmm.
I was a little shizer at times. Nearly slipped
Oh,
out
you
there.
almost came.
I nearly slipped out there. So, but bro, yeah, sorry if I've, not if, sorry, I was a little shizer at times. Must have been very testing. Little brother vibes, eh?
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
Right. I'm looking at
What, that's, oh, penguins, yeah.
penguins. Right. I'm looking at the P's, and they are pity, pride, perfectionism, pessimist, possessive, prejudice, procrastination, which is what we did last time, projection, patience, praise, politeness, pleasantness, positivity, practical, psychotic, petulance, and provoke.
There's some good ones in there.
Mm,
So we did optimistic last time,
yeah.
right? So there's a couple in there that I feel if you'd gone with might be a bit too close to
What do you think's too close?
positive was in there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then pessimistic might be too opposing optimistic.
Yeah.
We probably covered half cup full, half cup empty perspectives.
Yeah. Okay. That is, yeah, I feel I'm drawn to two. Uh I'm drawn to patience or perfectionism.
Okay.
Which one should I go for? I'm gonna go for what are you thinking? You almost said something then.
I'm not,
You're staying out of this. You're being Switzerland, aren't you?
yeah.
Right. I'm gonna go for patience.
Okay. What swung it?
It was the first one. That was the first one that spoke to me, and then I thought maybe perfectionism. But I went with patience because it felt like that's where we were leading to in the check-in, and I feel like that is where I'm at the moment in terms of uh, waiting, like waiting for something to happen, and maybe something doesn't happen, but that's okay. And yeah, I feel like I need to be patient with myself rather than rushing. And I mean, it kind of fits with that idea of perfectionism as well for me. But it's like there there is some sort of end goal, some sort of cataclysmic sort of event that's going to happen that's going to change everything. And actually, it's more of a drip drip kind of, that's how life happens.
Mm-hmm.
And um yeah, I feel like that's something that I struggle with in life because I'm constantly waiting for the next big thing and not just sort of accepting the little things,
Mm-hmm.
the small changes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, patience is where I'm sitting because I don't think it's something that I have naturally. I want everything now. um I want things to, yeah, just happen.
Yeah. It's a big one, this.
Yeah.
It's a big one. I'm glad you picked it actually. Yeah. I was just okay. I was just intently listening to your reasoning and where you're at with it. So let me think, because I was patiently listening to you. Um, and this is related because listening, um, patience requires us to listen to not necessarily the other, it's to go inward.
Mm.
Great patience. Patience is a virtue.
Hmm.
It's not a given, especially in this modern world we live in with all of this stuff that we've got that's consuming us all, you know? So it is a skill to be developed. Maybe it's laying dormant in some of us. Maybe some of us have it as a gift. It's quite natural, it comes naturally. Um, but I believe we've all got the capacity for greatness. All of us, we've got capacity, great capacity for all of what we need. We've got we've got what we need. We just need to tap into it, develop it, sharpen the skills of it, cultivate it, nurture it, practice it, value it, display it, recognize it. I could keep going. And I think patience, when my understanding of it, the patience that I have in my life is definitely an ability to just be with something, be with whatever I need to be with at that time. And if I haven't got the ability to be with myself, I am absolutely doomed.
Hmm.
I really wanted to use an F word there. Doomed. I'm doomed if I can't sit with, if I can't sit in a very balanced, strong foundation of being okay in myself, I'm doomed. That requires a huge amount of patience with yourself to do that. And it requires you to listen to to recognize, to acknowledge what is actually going on for yourself at any given point, and to not act outwardly from it, from whatever's going on for you at any given point. Does that make sense what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, because like the sensation you were talking about at the beginning in the check-in, in terms of you can feel a excitement building, or you can feel that something is going to happen.
I can feel a rush coming on.
Is in terms of the patience around that, is there a desire to chase that feeling and find out what it is, or is it just that like you're able just to sit with it and go, yeah, something's coming, but I'll see, I'll wait for it, because when it comes, it will be there at the right time and it'll be the right thing.
It takes an incredible amount of wisdom, actually, is probably the right word. Experience, wisdom, experience to just know that if I don't need to, we don't need to act outwardly
Hmm.
to try and grasp. Grasp is the right word. Trying to grab, hold on to, stuff willy-nilly.
Yeah, it feels
Just
it feels like one of those machines in the
yeah,
in the arcade with the grabber, where
yeah,
you're trying to get the cuddly toy,
yeah. Good analogy.
where you're never actually gonna get the cuddly toy, but you keep on patiently trying to,
Uh,
for
uh,
that payoff. And then
uh,
actually what you get is a cuddly toy, which isn't what you really wanted.
yeah. and it can and the frustration and can evoke many a huge range of emotions. Let's just use anger, frustration, anger, rage,
Mm-hmm.
right? And what do you do with that machine when it's not grabbing what you want? I've seen people do it. I've seen dads do it.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen mums do it. I've seen someone's nan do it. What do they do? What do they do? They shake the machine.
Yeah,
They rock the machine. They try and shake the machine and with force
yeah,
to dislodge the thing so it comes into their clutches so they can take what they think they need. It's a great analogy you've used there. Um, so, and I had someone on, um, my dear friend Wendy, she's on my other podcast. She used an analogy with exactly what we're talking about, right? Of baiting a hook in life,
right.
right? It's brilliant what she uses. She uses it for her kids when they were growing up, and she just uses it as a metaphor for life, where, you know, in life we need to, it's not about going out and trying to grab stuff. It's like we need to sometimes still do that, but it's having discernment over establishing what's good for us and what's not.
Mm-hmm.
And she uses, this whole story of like the fishermen that they bait the hooks and they put their lines out into the vast ocean of the unknown, and they don't know what's under there and what's going to come and take the bait. But you've got to put your hook in to get a bite.
Mm.
And and what you do over time and experience, the wisdom that you gain from that, if you're wise, is to you get a bite, you're not sure what it is at that point. Oh, is it a big one? Is it a little one? You know?
Okay. Yep.
Where's your head going with that?
Is it a bike?
Yeah, shopping trolley. We always
Yeah.
bring in shopping trolleys. What else is under there? Fridge,
Yep.
old bike tires,
Mm-hmm.
crooked but a wheel that's all bent out of shape with missing
Yep.
spokes. Yeah. Pair of pants, British pants.
British pants.
Um, so and then you reel it in. You got to reel it in. You got to bring it in close. You got to bring it in close to sort of inspect it a little bit. Sometimes you got to bring it in. You got to metaphorically, you've got to feel it. Maybe you got to hold it in your hands. Maybe you got to
Mm-hmm.
taste it. Maybe you've just got to, you've got to have an experience with something. You got to connect with something to realize, is this a keeper or not? Or do I need to put it back in and keep trying?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's interesting in terms of relationships, in terms of having that rush of a new relationship, and I've had a few friends recently that have started new relationships and have that sort of head rush of excitement of jumping into something where you're connecting with someone new, and there's all this incredible stuff to find out about someone as you're connecting, and we all do it. Everybody does it at the start of a relationship. Is suddenly it's the best thing ever. And like you said, is there a temperament where we can do that without without that sort of adrenaline push of of just completely losing ourselves for a period of time, and then sort of when you come up for water going, actually oh, the cold light of day of this is actually, it's not right for me, or this isn't what I thought it was, or they are not who I thought they were, or I don't like who I become when I'm with them, all of those things. And it's something it's something that I've avoided now for a couple of years, and that that excitement. I mean, that's. I think this is where it's coming from. Is that question you asked me right at the beginning? When was the last time you felt excited? And I really have avoided that because I don't want to lose myself again. And the work I've been doing over the past couple of years has been about really sort of cutting back, cutting back all the sort of stuff that isn't serving me, and sort of getting rid of all the weeds. So I have been doing some gardening, getting rid of all the weeds and finding at the heart of it, of me, what is me, what do I want to cultivate, what do I want to grow, how do I want to be. And in doing that, that's meant I've avoided connection, I think, to a certain point, because I don't want to lose all of what I've done. I don't want to. I know in the past when I've been in relationships, I I get consumed into whatever that other person and I create together. And quite often I lose all the things that I hold dear to me. So at this moment in time, my patience is like, I will get there. There will be a point where I'm like, I wouldn't say ready, but I'm strong enough in myself to go, this is what I want. And yeah, it's really interesting because it's the start of a new year. I mean, I don't know when anybody will be listening to this. It's probably in about 4 or 5 weeks, so they might be in March by the time we listen to this. But we're recording it in at the end of January, and there's always that feeling in January, that apparently, like the dating websites go nuts. There was like, I think it's the first Sunday in January, always like the dating websites uh get their most subscribers, and there's this, right, I'm going to start my new life and I'm going to meet my new partner and everything's going to be better. And we make these new Year's resolutions that last 3 weeks. I'm not going to.
I don't.
I know, yeah.
So
Lots of us do. I'm not going to drink I'm not going to drink as much. I'm going to do more exercise. All of these things. And the people that I met up with some people yesterday, as I said, and I felt very much that was the conversation we were having, and the work I have done for the past couple of years, and staying single and not being romantically involved with anyone,
mm,
has meant that I have been cutting back to try and find the core of what I am. And that has meant losing a lot of things,
mhm.
which has also then meant there's been some sadness around that. There's been some grieving for the stuff I've had to let go. And I don't know, I don't know where the point is where I stop cutting back and I start to grow.
But you are growing by cutting
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
Like I so look, I have been on, thank you for sharing that, right? It's really honest and really clear um um description, I think that's the right way of putting it, of your journey, of where you've been at, how you see it, right? And how you see yourself placed in your life at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And the journey that you've had over the last 2 years. And we've captured a lot of that on here for the last sort of year,
Yeah.
coming up for a year. And so there is a chronological journal of the check-ins and in general what we've shared on here of what you've been up to and your
Mm.
journey thus far.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's only just like, nearly a year's worth because you've got a year preceding, you said 2 years, right? That you've been in
Yeah.
this like path that you're currently working on specifically working on certain things um, that you wanted to work on. And
Hmm.
a big part of it is the who am I part,
Yeah.
which is in line with what I was saying um, about the patience requires, for me, my patience that I've developed over the years. And I think I've always been very patient. I'm a patient person at the core of me, I think. But I got entangled in certain things and certain ideas and certain behaviors that um, stripped me of my ability to be patient. I wanted everything like you were saying. I wanted everything to not. I don't want it tomorrow or today. I wanted it yesterday.
Mm.
Today was too late. I wanted it yesterday. And my mind was racing, 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 and I had an unquenchable thirst, and I was unregulated, unmanageable, and like you had no off button. And like you, I've been on a journey, and I continue that journey. But my journey now is, I've always said Act Three is just living it. Just
Mm.
I've cultivated certain standards that I wish to live my life by, and now I just live it. And I have to do, a little bit of maintenance just to keep the operating system streamlined. But other than that, it's all groovy, man. Right? And I've got the skills and the tools to deal with any turbulence in my life, and that's great, beautiful, right? Maybe that's why I feel something really amazing is going to happen most of the time. Yeah,
Yeah.
not all the time, but a lot of the time. So getting back to you and your journey and where you're at, I say, because I have to do this with other people. This is what I help other people with, and I see it in you. Is like from an outside point of view looking in, I can see that you are really in a really good place right now.
Hmm.
Even sometimes when we can't see we are in a good place, you're in a really good place because you've done what I was saying, which is you've chosen to realize and dedicate your journey, your path to not looking outside of yourself and what other people or things can provide for you. You've gone the other way. The great warrior doesn't conquer battles or people, or places or things. He conquers himself. And the only way you're going to do that is if you go inward. And that's
Yeah.
that's where you've been for 2 years,
Yep.
right? And you have to shed a lot. You have to get rid of a lot of stuff
Yeah.
to do that journey. Otherwise, the journey ain't going to take place. You only start your true journey of self-discovery of who you are, not defined by all of the people, places, and things that you've always thought define you. No, 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 no. You just have to sit and be with yourself. Then your true nature will reveal itself to you.
Mm. It's the journey of the samurai.
It's the hero's journey, bro.
Mm.
Like none of this like, hero steroid Superman freaking, Hollywood branded hero. None of that. No. It's the opposite. Strip all that stuff away, man. It's just noise. It's fluff. It's synthetic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Doesn't get you anywhere. Get you a lot of places, but it won't get you to your truth.
Hmm.
And the truth is quite painful sometimes, which is why it's a real act of badass anarchy.
Yeah.
Like it's a really it's the revolution of the heart, man. It's not for the faint-hearted. So you got all these tough guys that think they're tough. They're all spouting out on their freaking platforms about how tough they are. They wouldn't be shouting about it if they were tough, man. They don't need to.
Mm,
You don't need to shout about it. You always say it. The loudest voice is not the most powerful.
yeah.
Yeah, there's plenty of people spouting out like I'm the bollocks. That's not a swear word.
Is it not?
No,
Okay. You're reinventing swear words as we
that's
go,
not. Yeah.
or
Uh,
reevaluating them. I think
um,
I think
yeah.
there's a I think what it can feel like is that when you do start to strip away,
And it takes patience. Sorry, I just wanted to say it takes an incredible amount of patience with yourself, an incredible amount of humility,
yeah,
but patience, right? Let's use patience. It takes an incredible amount of patience to do that journey.
yeah, yeah, and
And most people, because it's most people want a microwave well-being,
they want the
uh,
microwave meal, not the
the slow roast.
slow roast.
Sorry, sorry, interrupted you. Come.
No, no, no. I mean, for me, I guess what happens is when you start to strip away the stuff that doesn't serve you, or the stuff that is causing you pain, or that you use as a numbing agent, a distraction.
A numbing agent.
Yes. Then
You sounded like a nurse then.
thanks. Uh, then I think you end. I think there's a lot of emptiness, and
I'm just gonna apply your numbing agent.
I'm just yeah. Your numbing agent for today is uh,
Sorry, you're being really serious about something. Start from the beginning. I'm completely disrupting your flow here.
I
Say
well,
that again.
I guess what yeah, what I'm saying is that when you take all the stuff away that isn't good for you, that you are using to fill up your world, then there's a lot of emptiness
Yep.
and there's a lot of space and there's a
Hmm.
lot of time. And it's always my excuse in life is there's not enough time. I can't do this because there's not enough time. I can't exercise. I can't draw. I can't do this because I just don't have the time. And the reality is there is the time there is. There's not, there's not suddenly going to be some sort of amazing point in my life where my days double and I get 48 hours instead of 24. There's always going to be the time there is. So you can only do what you can do in that time. And there ultimately is quite a lot of emptiness and quite a lot of space where nothing happens. And there is just sitting with yourself, and there is just, all right, okay, actually, at this point, I do need to recharge. This point, like we were talking earlier about, where we sit in the calendar, and this time of year it's dark, and lots of animals have just crawled under a pile of leaves and are waiting for spring, and plants are sort of all under the ground and in the soil, and thinking about when they're going to come up, and flower again. And it's yeah, I think it's that there are times when the darkness and the season also has an impact on where you sit in terms of that patience, in terms of, can I sit with this space? Can I sit with, right, I'm not going to do anything at this point because I know in a month's time the light will be better and stronger and I will feel stronger because of that.
Hmm.
um and it's not um it's whether you sink in, like, you can, what you said about depression earlier, you something can cause depression or you can just be depressed. And it's whether I take that space and emptiness as a sort of negative and sit in it and go, oh god, it's all rubbish at the moment, and nothing's happening, and there's no excitement, and there's no shimmers or glimmers, or I'm not getting any vibrating feelings that something suddenly is going to change or happen. It's just very slow, and it's like you're looking at the clock and it's not moving. Um, and actually, time is gone very slow.
Get
Uh,
rid of it. Get rid of it. I
yeah.
always say that. Get rid of time, man. That's the hindrance. I always say it, man. It's what causes so many people so many problems. Get rid of
Mm.
time. If you could just eradicate the concept of time, you'd have a lot more. Um, you'd see it differently.
If we
You,
were still living by the sun, like you said, if we just didn't have a clock and we're still living by the sun,
so
then
you,
we would be going to bed at sort of probably about 6, 7 because it was dark and
it's like where I live. We don't have
yeah.
clocks down here, mate. Don't have a lot down here. We just live in there's certain parts in the world where people live in a different way to you lot.
Yeah.
All right. I got away from all that because I wanted to. All right. It don't have to just get rid of time, man. Like I use I use time for obvious things, right? But I try and just use days rather than actual times. Like, yeah, I'll speak to you on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Or you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I'm actually bringing in my what I used to do. I'm gonna have a 3-day week
Okay.
for my work stuff. Yeah.
Skating day on Monday.
Whatever I want to do on Monday, skating maybe. Same on Friday.
Yeah.
I'm doing it. I want more time to just be. I want to keep developing what's already there because it feels great to feel excited about some magic's about to happen all the time. Cultivating that. Practice what I preach. So for me, getting rid of time. So I'm going to get rid of Mondays. I'm going to get rid of Fridays out of my working week.
Yeah.
Doesn't that sound magical to you?
Yeah. Yeah. Eradicate Mondays and
Imagine,
Fridays.
can you imagine not having to work Mondays and Fridays?
Yeah.
How do you feel right now? Your eyes are lit.
Yeah. That'd be amazing.
You can do it.
Yeah.
You just got to
Because
make
at the moment, at this moment in time, Mondays is everyone going oh and dragging themselves into work, and Fridays is like we're all absolutely done in.
yeah,
So
and then
they are
yeah,
almost pointless days at this moment in time.
get rid of them. You're
Get
the
rid
head
of
of, you're the head of the school. Like I'm not saying close the school on Mondays and Fridays, keep it going, but you just don't go.
them.
You can make up the rules, man. You're the head.
Yeah, I'm not the head of rule making though,
Make
unfortunately.
make your reasons for not being there. But you know, um, we've got a lot of ability as humans to do a lot of stuff, you know. I always say this to the young mavericks or any maverick that I work with. I always call them mavericks because that's what I feel we are. We're mavericks, right? I always say this. Like we've got skill sets. We've covered this on a podcast before, on one of the earlier ones. I'm sure of it on season one. Right, we've got a lot of skills, man, to stay stuck in an old game that doesn't freaking get us anywhere. We're just stuck on the same level.
Why? Like I get so we were talking about food earlier, and there is a that as humans we are wired to consume as much as we can as often as we can. It's just in the past we may only consume like once a day or once every couple of days because we had to
Yeah,
go and hunt it, and
yeah,
now we can consume
yeah,
every 5 minutes if we want to. So
yeah.
why I get that one. So why then do you think we sit in so many patterns that don't serve us? Why as humans do we think that is a successful way of living?
Because we've fallen asleep.
Yeah.
We're desensitized. We've been programmed. We've been brainwashed. All the classic, terminology is exactly what it is. We're not paying attention. We
Mm,
used we used that analogy of the bullet train before, remember?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's that. We want to be on the slow train. We want to be on the choo-choo, the choo-choo train. We want to be on that one. We want to be on the slow one.
With
Yeah.
Thomas and Henry
Ringo Starr
and
and
Ringo Starr.
we want to be on the choo-choo train, the slow one that's just cruising through the countryside so we can take in all the sights and really enjoy the experience, right? There's no rush to get where we're going to, man. Enjoy just being having your seat on that train, man. Right? And we're on the bullet train. The whole world's on the bullet train. Not the whole world. I'm not on the bullet train. But there's a lot of people listening. Are you on a bullet train or are you on a choo-choo train? You
Do you
know,
reckon that
we're
that there's someone standing on a train at this moment in time that's just discovered this podcast with their headphones on,
yeah.
going, "I'm on that train and
What
I'm
which
heading into town,
on the
do
bullet
something
train?
on the bullet train."
Yeah. Well, get off of it. Not right now. Don't pull the emergency chain. You get off at your next stop, cross the platform, get on the train go back to where you come from, go home and rethink your life.
Just caused a shutdown of the Western banking network.
Yeah. Bullet train syndrome,
Yeah,
right? We're not paying attention. We're zoned out.
yeah.
We take our eye off the ball. We're falling asleep. We're falling asleep on the bullet train with our head in a screen, salivating over the prospect of the next feed. Literally,
Mm,
we're lost in the feed, and that is why. And there's a certain level of attachment to it, and some will say maybe that's addiction is the right word for that. You know, we have to we have to pay attention. We've got to be alert, man. We got to pay attention.
mm.
You got to snap out of it. Now, for some people, they don't want to. They don't want to be on a choo-choo train. It's too hard for them to be on it.
Too slow.
They feel the bumps too much. If it's
Hmm.
going faster, they ain't gonna feel the bumps, right? So, and it ain't cool to be on the choo-choo train because it's all about how fast you can go nowadays. And that's again, that's addiction. The unquenchable thirst for more. Desensitized. I need a greater hit.
Mm.
The spike ain't hitting my veins. I ain't getting the juice no more, man. I need more. I need more. That's what I think. It's the opposite of patience,
Yeah.
you know? We have developed in our modern society more than ever a inability to just be without needing instant gratification. Do
Okay.
you not think?
Yeah. No. Yeah, I do. I do. It's yeah.
Instant gratification. The young people of today, you know, you know, I'm going to be honest, it's entitlement on another level.
Mm,
But why can't I have that thing that I can get like in a click of a button? Why not? Why can't I?
yeah.
I vividly recall my mum take me around the shops with the trolley, begrudgingly, Mum, don't want to go. She'd take me, possibly my bro, but I definitely recall being there. I was the youngest, and I had to go everywhere with my mum at that time in my life to the shops to get our groceries, supermarket, trolley. And I'd be like, looking at all of the stuff, This is a metaphor for life. I'd be looking at all the stuff, the shiny stuff, the stuff that I wasn't allowed and we couldn't afford.
Hmm.
We didn't have a lot of money, you know. And my mum did well to hold the boundary and say, David, money doesn't grow on trees. But I was like, but why not? My mind couldn't quite understand why not.
Hmm.
But why can't we have the gold leaf cauliflower?
Because that's really what you wanted.
Or the big bag of Brussels sprouts with,
Yeah.
little diamantes in them.
Mm.
Or, why can't we have the fizzy cola, you know? But why? Why can't we have the family size choc ice box that I intend to eat all by myself, one
Yep.
after the other in one sitting? But why?
Because you'll get diabetes.
So, I remember having that mindset when I was young. I couldn't quite comprehend. But my mum did well to hold the line. She had to say, look, you got to learn, David. You got to learn. You can't have everything that you want all the time.
So do you think, right, okay, so putting that idea into modern world, do you think then that we have regressed, and as much as we'd like to think we are more intelligent, we are staying in a more infantile, a more childlike state longer because part of maturity is understanding you can't get everything you want all the time and you don't need everything all the time. So
Yeah,
there is
yeah,
a that so that this idea that you're talking about where society is at the moment is like we're staying in that childlike state longer, and we're not growing up and understanding actually life can be tough, can be difficult, can be
yeah,
slow. We don't develop that skill such as patience. We don't have that ability to hold on and go, yeah, I want that thing, but I'm actually gonna put a pound in a piggy bank every week, and then in 6 months' time I'll be able to buy it. I'm gonna
yeah.
get it now, and I'm gonna put it on my credit card, and
Mm.
I'm gonna put myself into debt.
Well, it just, you only have to look around. I mean, it's just a bit messed up at the moment. I mean, it's just a bit messed up. The whole of the way society is put together. It's just it's a mess.
Mm,
It really, I think modern society is a mess.
mm.
And I think the smart ones come away from it and create their own little thing, that works, an ideal that works, living very simply on land and working with nature. Get away from them cities, man. Don't work, in my opinion. It's broken. Bit of a mess, really. It's got out of hand.
We're all on the bullet train.
Yeah. One needs to slow down. Slow the flipping hell down, man. Slow down. Just slow down.
Yeah.
Chill the F out.
So patience is a virtue.
100%.
Patience is a skill,
100%.
but it needs to be learnt again.
110%.
and I, yeah, and I feel that's where we are. Yeah, that instant gratification of where we're at as a society now means that we just um it creates this hollowness, it creates this emptiness, these bits of life where, well, my life's not like that, or my life isn't as good as that. So yeah, I'm either going to give up or I'm going to do something ridiculous to get to there. It's like, how can I force my life to be this, to be like this.
Mm.
And, you know, it's, there are so many ways of which, we are able to speed our lives up. And I don't see ever that gives anybody real, real fulfillment. Like, I know for me, if I try to do things too quickly, if something's happening quickly, it's normally wrong.
Mm. Mm.
It's like, okay, there's, if I'm being impulsive, if I'm thinking this is where I need to be, this is what
Mm.
I need to do now, without any sort of thought around it, then usually it's not a strong decision. It's not a good decision.
Yeah. Yeah. In my experience, what you said there, my experience is that I need to sit and just be, right? And just be. I need to learn how to do that, and I've learned how to do that, you know. And it's only in that space that I can get to the truth of what I need to do. And then I don't have to worry about outwardly what's going to happen outwardly, because as long as I dial into that, everything just works out.
Mm-hmm.
I've got to continue, and I always will. So I don't need to affirm this to myself. We have to learn how to just slow down, shut up, listen, and just be. Shut up, listen to the inner wisdom that you've got. And if you're anything like me, when you first do that, you'll realize you ain't got any. It's somewhere down there. We've got to excavate it.
Uh-huh.
But it's quite a startling realization. I just don't know. I just don't have any answers. You know. Now, us dudes, because we've got so much pride and big egos, that's it's quite an unthinkable task to do that.
Yeah.
It's why it's badass to do it, and it's a great um, act of bravery, and it's a great act of humility to do it. To go,
Mm.
I need to actually just sit, shut the hell up, and listen and try and figure out who I am, really who I am, without all the noise. And it's really hard to do that in the modern world.
Yeah.
So we've got to be on a choo-choo train to do that. We can't be on a bullet train. It's impossible.
Yeah. I also think it can be quite a lonely place as well.
It doesn't have to be, but it can be, yeah.
Yeah. I think sometimes when you're going through through that work, it's not always easy to find the tribe, the community that's going to help and support you through it, which is why I think people get lost in it. Is
And
you end up
mm,
feeling like I'm on my own here. I can't
yeah,
do this on my own.
and that's why everyone turns to the internet.
Yeah.
And it's a a virtual, it's why people are developing friendships with robots. It's why people are developing friendships with their devices, with technology, with screens. It's common, you know that. You work in school.
Yeah.
You know this. We've got the data.
Mm.
Young people, if you try and take their device off them, they're horrified. It's like it's their everything. It's their little babies. It's their little, they'll sleep with it if they have to. If they could, they would, under their pillow. You,
Robot, tell me what to say next.
yeah, robot, comfort me. I
What should I
feel,
feel about this?
yeah, I feel alone. I feel empty.
Mm.
My head's full of noise, and I can't sit with myself in silence. You know, that's a really worrying place to be in society, man. And we wonder why we've got like freaking lunatics roaming the streets with mental illness, medicated or unmedicated, and all sorts of psychotics, antipsychotics, or whatever. And it's all getting a little bit wobbly out there,
Mm,
you know? And we wonder why. It's just a completely discombobulating time right now.
mm.
So, the good news is we can do something about it
Yeah,
if we choose to. And if
yeah.
you don't, if it's too hard and you think I can't do it or it's too hard, then crack on. Then don't give up. Don't bother. Go back to sleep. You know, good luck in the next life.
Mm, yeah, yeah. It does feel like we are. Yeah, we are sleepwalking into, or we have slept walked. I think we're in it.
Mm,
It's kind of like we've ended up in a situation where all of these things are having such an impact on our day to day lives, and we are just accepting the current situation as well. There's nothing I can do about it.
yeah, we need Jaws
Yeah,
out of Moonraker, out of Bond, the Bond baddie. He's not a baddie actually. Jaws is actually a good guy.
go on.
He came good. He
It does
just
come
look
good,
he just looks menacing because he's got a gold grill in. Is
and he
it
does.
gold or silver? Kind of
Uh,
more silver, I think.
yeah, but
Like metal.
he bites through the cable car
Yeah.
cables.
Yeah. That's what image I just had in my mind when I brought him into the mix. When I brought
Yeah,
Jaws into this conversation, it was for the visualization we need Jaws to. We need him to go to the main server.
yeah,
Is that what you'd call it?
yeah.
And get all of the cables in his mouth and chomp down and bite them in bits, bite them in half, and completely crash and bring it all down.
Mm. Take down the cable car.
And then we need Roger Moore to be one of the world leaders because he'd be wicked.
Is he still alive?
I think he passed. I don't know. Can you ask your robot that just in case I've got that wrong? I feel bad if I have. He was brilliant. He was the best. He was the best in my opinion. Best Bond.
Yeah.
What do you reckon on that?
Yeah. I mean, he's the kind of Bond that I grew up with. A
Yeah.
bit of Sean Connery, but
Nah, not a fan. Roger Moore all day long. Funny.
yeah, he passed in 2017.
Oh, he was great.
He was great.
Really great. And he was such a nice, apparently he was the nicest Bond as well. Nice, like as he really had time for everyone, including the Sparkies and the set designers and, you know, he had time for everyone apparently.
Hmm.
He was
That's good to
nice.
know. Yeah.
Yeah, good person. He had a lot of patience, you know.
Okay.
So patience for ourselves. How can we be patient with others if we're not patient with ourselves?
Yeah.
Are you a
Yeah.
patient man, Mr. Rice?
I am, but it gets tested on a daily basis. So yeah,
Hmm.
work wise really tests my patience because I don't know what. Yeah, it goes back to the personal, but it goes back. I guess I'm kind of expecting the young people I work with to suddenly change the way they think and act about the world, and then obviously never going to. But it's being patient with them and understanding they are where they're at this moment in time. I There's not going to be some sudden epiphany where they go, oh yeah, I've been doing things really wrong and I'm going to stop. It's a slow journey of them maturing and understanding who they want to be as adults. And at this moment in time, the majority of them are so unregulated that they are chasing those instant fixes, those highs. So we had a couple of altercations this week, let's say, and it still amazes me how caught up in other people's pain they will get. Like it, if there's a fight, it's like everyone is like fight, 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 and everyone's there, and they're not like, you're like, can you please go back to your classroom, or can you please like just give some space while we sort this out? It's like, no, we want to be there, we want to be part of the drama. um and yeah, it amazes me how we live in that world where we are happy to watch other people get hurt, and we don't think about, actually, that's really not, that's not a nice thing to have happened.
But again, getting back to, you know, a lot of the young people, and it is a lot of young people,
Yeah.
they are able to access 24/7 as long as they've got a device or a connection to the internet. Um, they can access a lot of the. There's a huge trend towards horror shit,
Mm.
horror shit. I slipped in a swear word. Fuck it. And there is this sort of like thirst. Again, I get back to the unquenchable thirst. You know, it is a thirst for it,
But
for
we've all,
for violence, for drama, for chaos.
for the grotesque. I mean, for
Yeah,
me, it's always been there. It's always a fascination. Like, you can go back to the Romans, what in the
gladiators.
gladiators. You can go back to the freak shows of the
Yeah,
Victorian era. There's always been this obsession with looking at the grotesque side of society,
yeah.
and not thinking, that's, I shouldn't really be taking entertainment out of that.
Yeah, it's a weird one, isn't it? We've not really evolved over the ages, clearly. But I guess as we know, it's more accessible now. You know,
Yeah,
you can watch it in your bedroom, whereas before you needed a ticket to go to the
Colosseum.
amphitheater, the
Yeah,
Colosseum, and it wasn't for everyone. You know, maybe kids weren't allowed in there.
yeah, yeah. I don't know
Sure,
whether kids are allowed.
sure they snuck in.
Was there like a classification? We're not getting the tigers and the lions in today, so it's
Yeah,
it's a PG.
yeah. It's only goats and herons today. They're gonna get pecked to death.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, so I think there's also that side of it, in terms of the patience of working with other human beings, and impatience in, like, why can't other people change? And and then when you really think about it, like we've discussed so far, it's that change takes time. Your own personal change takes time. It doesn't happen overnight.
Mm,
So in the same way that these young people are just doing what young people have always done, there's a different take on it, in that some of it's digital, and how much they can access and all of that.
mm.
But they're only doing what humans have always done. And it's that sort of patience of understanding that, and going, yeah, when I was a kid and there was a fight going on, of course I went and had a look, because that's what you did. If there was a fight broke out on the school field, you suddenly had this big circle of people around, all going fight, fight, fight. So it's remembering that, and having the patience to go, okay, just going to stay calm, just going to, not lose my mind over the fact that other people other people's behaviors are disappointing. I'm going to be patient and go, right, okay, I'm accepting this is how humans are.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I'm going to try and change it little by little. I'm just going to chip away and do as much as I can to try and get people to be a bit different.
Because why not, you know?
Yeah,
Why not do that, you know, when it's needed?
yeah,
And maybe some people haven't got the right teachers or caregivers to help them
yeah.
in your setting, that's exactly what it is. You're holding a space for people that, um, yeah, that need some guidance,
Yeah.
you know?
And so that takes a lot of patience. So yes, I would say I am a very patient person.
You have to be to
Yeah.
do what you do. Otherwise, you just I find that there's a lot of stories, there's a lot of evidence to back up the stories. Some of them are true crime, if that's what you could call them. Like where the abuse plays out in places like I don't know care homes for the elderly.
Mm,
Where it's a setting where you shouldn't. Who the hell is vetting these people that go into these places to care for these people? They should be the most patient, loving, caring, kind people working there. I'm sure on the most part they are. But every now and again, you get a rotten egg who's placed in a position to abuse. Many cases, without
mm,
naming names, there's one in particular that just sprung to mind of a certain person that was going into hospitals and being with elderly and vulnerable and the young even, and abusing the power and the position. It's like that's a shame, but well, it's more than a shame. It's a freaking horror show.
yeah.
Disgusting. But point is that to be in a position of giving care to other people, we need patience
Mm,
for it to be authentic
yeah.
and genuine. I just looked in the book of words just because I thought I would. Patience, the ability to accept delay,
Hmm.
comma, trouble, comma, or suffering without becoming angry.
Mm.
So they've associated anger with the art of
That's really
non-patience.
interesting. That is interesting because I thought it would just be about waiting, that
Waiting
delay.
for the bus.
Yeah. Like, but the fact that if you don't wait well, if you don't hold that space well, then you are angry, that you are losing
Mm.
patience becomes a quite a strong aggressive emotion,
Yeah, yeah. I
which
mean,
is yeah, which is exactly what happens in terms of where I've been describing, working practices.
yeah.
If you become angry, then it's too late. You've lost it.
Yeah, yeah. I used to be a bull in a china shop, man. You know, just I just want to throw stuff around and make a flap, and just make a noise
Mm.
to be heard. If I'm not, if I'm not getting my way, petulance.
Yeah,
It's a very immature response to life. It's unrealistic to think that we can't wait for anything. Very unrealistic.
yeah. But it's an interesting one though. I get that in sort of an external situation, like we were talking about in terms of work. But we started this conversation around patience in self growth and in changing yourself. And I don't feel angry at myself. I don't feel angry at the situation because it's not moving quick enough. I don't think it's an interesting one when you flip that and make it an internal battle. Um, yeah, it's
It's
more. It's there's a frustration, but I
yeah.
wouldn't say it was anger.
I've seen lots of people. I was one of them that would
Yeah,
get really angry, self-hatred,
yeah,
because I wasn't being patient with myself.
yeah.
I didn't know how to be, and I'd go straight to anger,
Mm,
rage even. I'd go straight to anger and rage. and
Yeah.
self-hatred, because I couldn't display acts of patience and love and kindness and generosity towards myself. Couldn't do it. I was hugely angry at that. So I've learned, and it's been beautiful. I've learned how to do it. How to. That's completely alien to me now. It's like been years since absolutely years and years and years since I was in that place. And so, wow, God, what a troubled young man I was. And how beautiful that I, I faced it and dealt with it, and took it on and and made it better. It's a beautiful thing. It's really lovely actually. It's really
Mm.
nice. It's a really nice thing to know I've done that for myself. It's very empowering,
Yeah.
very rewarding. So look, if I can do it, what are you waiting for, people? You know, um,
Get off the train.
yeah.
Slow down.
It's like everything, man. It's just like, am I happy with my lot? Do I feel good within myself? And if there's something niggling you that's not quite right, well, just get real and get some help with that,
Mm.
and maybe start to live a different life if you feel worthy of it. And if you don't, continue continue with your seat on the bullet train to
To Armageddon Central.
yeah, to Babylon.
It's not Babylon, is it?
No, I don't know why I said Babylon. Uh, anyway, what do you reckon? Do you reckon we've covered a lot, I feel.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like there's not a lot more. We can go on and on. We always can, but I feel done. I feel like I've had what I feel I need to say, covered what I wanted to cover on this as it's come up, and don't know. What about you?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I feel calm. I feel patient. I feel like yeah, we've done what we need to do.
There we go. The clue was in what you said. When you had this realization, you went, I don't feel angry towards
Mm.
where I'm at. So there you go. That's
That's the
the
takeaway from today.
that is the takeaway. Is if there's no how do I feel within myself? Are we actually doing that, people? How do I feel? Is there anger within me? Well, where's that coming from?
Mm.
You know, let's have a look at this. Because if you don't do that, because that's the process you've been in for 2 years. I've been in it for a lot longer, but I have to continue to do what you do every day,
Mm.
which is what I'm saying. Where am I at?
Yeah.
Let's just sit with this. Let's do a little scan, a little body scan. How am I feeling? Let me just sit. Let me land. Let me just land in my body. Let me just be still. Let me put my hand on my heart. Don't have to do that, but I sometimes do. Or put my hand on my solar plexus or my gut, and check in with myself.
Mm.
How am I feeling today? How am I feeling right now? There's some sadness. Okay, where's that coming from? Do I need to process something? Do I need to talk out and speak to someone about something? Or do I need to maybe just sit with it and allow it to be and embrace it and lean into it and see that it's actually okay to feel
Mm.
and see what happens and dare to see what happens when I sit and feel. It's a beautiful thing. That's patience with
Yeah.
yourself. That's generosity. That's very giving. That's very loving. It's an act of kindness. Cultivate it. You have a better life. You're not a pussy for doing it. You're not weak or meek. It's an act of strength, guys. It's an act of strength to be able to sit with your emotions and just feel it.
Okay. Nice.
That wasn't an order. That was just
That was just a directive
an instruction, a directive. Yeah.
from up above.
And respond accordingly. Don't
Yeah.
don't be reactive to what you're feeling. Are you one of them people that's just smashing around in life, reacting to everything because you don't understand what you're feeling, what's happening with you, what's going on internally. So it's all coming out sideways.
Yeah. Yeah.
Land, sit, ground. Start to learn to process what's going on and respond accordingly. What do I need to do right now? Oh, I just need to eat some Brussels sprouts and a pint of water.
Yep. And
And
then and then evacuate the area.
that and then go for a walk and breathe. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right, we're done.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're done.
You happy with that?
Yeah.
Good.
All right, Mr. Rice.
All right, Mr. Noble.
Keep on being patient.
I will.
See you on the next one.
All right, mate. Take care.
See you later.